It's about Osama bin Laden since the troops have come home.
Yeah,
solving the issues over there.
Now that the troops are coming home, this song's going back to how it all started, really. Of course, it's about Osama bin Laden, who's no longer with us, but he was when I wrote this song.
All right.
Osama bin Laden was walking one day. He came to a mosque, so he popped in to pray. He said, "Lord, what are we going to do about the US of A? It's big, bad and ugly, and it won't go away." The answer came to him, "I'll leave it to you. Your supporters are many and they'll know what to do. They're ready to die for what's right and what's true. The Crusaders need a lesson, and it's long overdue." Osama had friends who could lend him a hand. The plot he came up with was carefully planned. He butchered the infidels in their own land. Concrete and steel became nothing but sand. The president stood with his heart full of lead. In sorrow and anger he nodded his head. "I want Osama bin Laden," he said. "I want him alive, or preferably dead." Now Bush declares war on whoever he can. Terrorists everywhere run from this man. The sole superpower attacks Afghanistan and frees it from the grip of the bold Taliban. Now Saddam Hussein made George Bush's blood boil. That man gave my father much trouble and toil. I'll send out my soldiers to Iraqi soil. They'll be looking for weapons, not looking for oil. Osama had no love for Saddam Hussein. He wasn't Islamic enough, it was plain. A brutal but secular regime in the main. Women even had jobs there, and that's just insane. Peace in Iraq is much worse than the war. There are more people dying than ever before. At least in the past there was some kind of law, but now it's the rule of the tooth and the claw. So fighters for Islam, come gather ye round. Extremists for Allah, for Baghdad we're bound. Terrorism will grow in Iraq's fertile ground, and American targets can easily be found. Join the jihad against the barbarian horde, and if you should die by the infidel sword, you can go up to heaven and claim your reward. With 72 virgins, you'll never get bored. Osama bin Laden was walking scot-free. He said, "I thought George Bush would be looking for me," but he seemed to think Saddam Hussein held the key. The American dogs are barking up the wrong tree. When stupidity rules in the world's greatest land, they are playing right into the terrorists' hand. The fires of love, not of hate, must be fanned, and all those who know this must now take a stand. Be ye Hindu or Christian or Muslim or Jew, no matter by what name your God's known to you, you can fight for religion till you're red, white and blue, but it's only in peace that the truth can come through. Oh, and someday you will die. Do you think you'll go straight to that land in the sky? God will send you to hell with a tear in his eye. Go read your Quran and you'll understand why. Thank you.
Good job, Raymond. That was right out of the 60s, that one. Good protest song. Well done. Very well composed.